Hey guys, it's Nix. I am going to go over my top books of 2025, starting with December last year, just because I'm not done with December yet, so may as well just do it as a whole year starting there. I'll just get right on into it. In December of last year, I read How Does It Feel? And I like this a lot. The ending threw me for a loop. Fantastic. Pretty sure I gave it 5 stars. I don't know how well I'll do with like a description, so I apologize if that is ick. In January, I read Blood of Hercules. I talked about this one in my last video, and I love this book. It made me laugh really hard, and ever since then, I have craved the amount of laughing from books. Then this year, I did my Zodiac Academy journey. I believe it started at the end of last year. And in February, Cursed Fates was what I rated 5 stars. This is a chonker. I do not remember what happens in this book specifically. I know as a whole in the series, but I could not tell you for the life of me what happens in this one. So there's that. And then, in March, I read Sunrise on the Reaping when it came out, and this was devastating. I can't wait for the movie to come out. Yeah. It's amazing how this author was able to bring us back into this world with literally, like, no problems. So, that was fantastic. And then, in April, I read Enchantra, and Kaylie Smith's books have had me in a chokehold every single time. Phantasma, fantastic. So I read this so freaking fast. However, fast for me is not exactly fast. So, Enchantra. May, I read Shield of Sparrows. Everybody talks about the crazy ending. I don't remember the crazy ending. So I'm going to have to reread this when the next one comes out. But I know I freaking loved it, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be here. And then I also read the Psycho Shifters series. So I'm going to show you what I read for June. But this is May. I read this in May, but the second one I read in June, rated 5 stars, and I loved it. Loved it. Obviously, Jasmine Moss. She cracks me up. Oddly enough, though, this and Blood of Hercules are very similar, except for the fact that Blood of Hercules is more of like a Greek mythology type thing, whereas this is Shifters, Alpha, Beta type stuff. But it was crack. Then I read, which obviously, from all of my profile pictures and shit, I believe this is July. Origin in Blood series. Broken Bloodlines series. Crack. Why choose vampires? Crack. After reading Dark Fae this year by the Twisted Sisters, I was like, oh, yep. Why choose? Then, in August, with What Emmy Reads Book Club, we read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Took me forever to pick up this book because of the hype that surrounds this book. Sometimes when there's so much people loving or hating a book, I have a hard time deciding if that's something I want to read or not. Pretty sure that's one of my, like, weird neurodivergent things. But it was amazing. Definitely worth the hype that surrounds it. Then I signed up for a bunch of Halloween arcs, and one of the ones that I read in September was Bewitched by the Werewolf by Rebecca Rennick, and it is part of her Snowberry series with, like, not exactly like monster romance, but it's like shifter things. No, not shifters. Anyway, I mean, that one is a shifter, but the story is super fun. I love all of the ones in that series so far that have come out. I give that one a 5 stars as well. However, every book I read of hers, I've, like, loved. Then October hit, and I read Mate by Ali Hazelwood. Loved it. I loved Bride. I love this one more than Bride. And I feel like that is a common theme with the two from this world. This one I just was sat and just kept reading. And last month, in November, I read Bonds of Hercules. I also spoke about this one in my last video. Crack. I loved it. Made me laugh. Yeah. That's all I really got. But really good sequel to the other book. So yeah, those are the top books that I read this year. Let me know if we share any, or what your thoughts are on any of these books, and what your top books were, because I would love to know that. But yeah, have a good day, and thank you for watching.